Today we're going to talk about building larger numbers using our base 10 blocks. Looking at this number, can you pause the video and say that number out loud? If you said the number 285, you are correct. I'd like you to pause the video again, and I'd like you to list off some things that you know about this number. So some things you might be thinking are, you know that 285 is a 3-digit number. That means it has 3 numbers that make up it. You also might say that 285 has 2 hundreds. So let's start with that. When we're building 285, I'm going to start by putting the 200s down. How many 10s are in 285? If you said 8 10s, you are correct. So let me get out my 8 10s. And how many 1s does 285 have? Very good. It does have 5 1s. Now at home, you may not have base 10 blocks available for you to use, but you can always draw the base 10 blocks. So if I were going to draw the 200s, I would draw 2 large squares. Oh, that marker does not work. I would draw 2 large squares. To draw 8 10s, I would draw 8 tally marks to represent the 10s. And I like to do them in groups of 5. And then to draw 5 1s, we draw 5 circles. Now, how would I write an even larger number using base 10 blocks? So we know that this number is 285. What if I put a 1 in front of it? What number is that now? Go ahead and pause the video and say that number out loud. You are correct. That number is 1,285. So notice how we still say 285, but before we say 285, we have a 1 in our thousands place. 1,285. Our hundreds, tens, and ones did not change. So now we have another place. We have our thousands place. How many thousands are in 1,285? You are correct. There is 1,000, and I will put that 1,000 in the thousands place. Our hundreds, tens, and ones are staying the same. And notice our 1,000 is a giant cube. So again, you might not have these base 10 blocks to use at home, and that's totally okay. To draw my thousands, I'm going to draw a long rectangle. And that is how we are going to build our numbers using base 10 blocks. Again, if you do not have these base 10 blocks, some of your assignments will ask you to draw the base 10 blocks, and this is how you can draw them.